we're rolling.
We're rolling, baby. We're rolling deep.
Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of the fucking Line Trails. I'm Peacock.
I'm Licks. Fight, fight, fight is all I've got to say at the start.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. Get the shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
All right, so that's how we started off the Donald Trump assassination attempt.
Of course. It's probably the hottest news going since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
The assassination attempt on our man, Donald J. Trump. We all saw it.
Do you actually believe it was an assassination attempt?
Look, we can go down the rabbit hole, which I would love to, which we're going to, obviously. Look, a lot of people come out, especially on the left or those fucking Democrat people, whatever you're going to call them, saying it was staged. So by stage, do they mean it was like he somehow decided to cut himself? There's a lot of people saying he cut his ear.
When the bullet flies by, he sort of goes down and then comes up and then he's got fucking like blood off. Like, so he goes down like past camera view and then comes up and there's fucking blood coming off it. All right, look, before we delve deep into this is all I'm saying. Like,
yes, tell us your take.
I like the Don. You know what I mean? I possibly believe he's our only hope left in democracy. But man, when all the cameras were like taking his shit, and he was like, with the American flag and shit behind him, I was like, fuck off. Like, that was like when they raise a flag on Iwo Jima, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck off. Like, the absolute possibilities of that happening, like, all the Secret Service agents trying to keep him, just like, with the American flag just behind him. Just behind him.
With the blood, coming down, the American flag waving, he's postured up like that. But
sorry, continue. I had to get something to get time.
Did you? What do you got? What flavor you're on there?
I'm on the grape at the moment.
I didn't mind it the other day, but So as you were saying, he's come up. He's kind of like, he looks disheveled in a way. There's a bit of blood coming down. Mm-hmm. He's swarmed by his SS unit. I mean, Secret Service unit, not the SS unit. Swarmed him down like that, and then he's come out and he's done that photo and someone's, taking the photo.
Yeah. Look, don't you think it's weird that the fucking kid that shot him was in a BlackRock commercial?
My name is Brian DeLallo. I teach AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say, that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
Yeah, I think you sent me a link to that information and I researched it after, and apparently he was in a BlackRock commercial, but okay. What's your take? Because look, he's in the BlackRock commercial. Doesn't it just sound fishy that happening as well? If you really want to go on a psyop double agent conspiracy thing.
If that is a coincidence, it's an absolute fucking massive one. He was actually in a fucking BlackRock commercial. It's also a fucking massive one too, that when the Secret Service man, because they were on a sloped roof, couldn't take a shot straight away at him. He got 3 shots at the presidential candidate. 3 shots before the Secret Service snipers, and they said because they were on a sloped roof that made it really fucking hard. I imagine these snipers, man, came from military background like in Afghanistan, Iraq and stuff like that, and now because they're on a sloped roof, they couldn't take probably the kill shot, which these elite snipers could probably do with ease. They had to let him take 3 shots at Donald Trump before they could actually take out the target.
Exactly. So I'll say my take on it. Like, what happened, obviously. But if we do delve in that rabbit hole and go down there, like, exactly right. So you had Overwatch snipers, counter snipers, Secret Service that are meant to check all, areas where possibly someone could post themselves up to take a shot of the Don. There was also footage of the gentleman, I think what was his name? Crooks or something, whatever, that 20-year-old virgin.
Yeah. The young fella.
Yeah, so he was pacing around the areas, scoping it out. They saw him about an hour before, maybe. People filmed him as well, before he allegedly got up on the roof. And apparently it was said he got up there twice, and the police were informed a suspicious man was, walking around trying to gain access to a roof.
Yeah, exactly. And then when he was on the roof, they were like, there's a cunt on the fucking roof.
So there's footage of that, people pointing, there's a guy on the roof with a gun, and you could hear in the background the big Don, still speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two ways here. Like, as you said, the Don or whoever is staged this for whatever reason to make him look good, and he cut his own ear without being shot.
It's a big call, though, because it can actually, I've seen videos where the bullet, like, it's actually slowed down. You can see the bullet go past him. And man, if you're like, all right, I want to stage an assassination attempt, man, you would have to have a really good marksman, hey?
Yeah,
that would have choreographed.
You're like, as I turn my head for a split second, a bullet is coming past. As you fired it at my face.
Yeah. And then I'd go.
Yeah. And then I'll come down and raise my fist in whatever glory. But see, so now you think of that option, like that is like, or there's another theory, I guess, the patsy, the man, the gentleman, whoever was brainwashed, cohesed, whatever, in to shoot at Donald was meant to kill him. And yes.
All right, so often when you look about fucking assassination attempts, especially on the fucking president, the powers that be, they always fucking jump into, like, they get someone whose life is in absolute fucking turmoil. They have fucking no purpose, have no agenda whatsoever. And through coercion, maybe fucking like pharmaceutical fucking drugs, a prospect of money, they always offer this person to assassinate the fucking president. You know what I mean? Look at Lee Harvey fucking Oswald. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then once he was fucking caught, man, what happened to him?
It was shot.
He was gunned down, and they never found the person that shot him, even though it was in front of a fucking giant film crew, fucking heaps of police officers, fucking everything. And man, that to like the powers that be is like, it's case closed. That's it. A clean ending. You know what I mean?
Well, they did catch the guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald.
Did they?
Yeah. He was in jail and he was insane. He was he was deemed insane when he was in there and whatever, and that they brainwashed him, and obviously he was another patsy to say, whatever. The JFK thing is massive, but as you said, we're seeing the assassinations happen. We're seeing what happens to these patsies or whoever they are. So as you said, so the gentleman's potentially a patsy. He's been brainwashed. He apparently had no digital footprint for a young man, which is kind of a bit weird. No Facebook, no stuff like that. But they did unlock his phone.
They finally did it because they were struggling for quite some time. The absolute powers that be, 3-letter agencies struggled to get into a 20-year-old man's phone.
And I bet you they read our text right now. But
yeah.
So exactly. So they got in and they said, his search history, which
BBW porno.
It's funny you say that. The last search was pornography.
Was it?
So
what
he
type?
probably gooned. It didn't go into detail, but we could only assume. What do you think? What are you watching before you going to assassinate someone? What are you putting on? What are you rubbing out on?
Tell you the truth, man, I don't know if I'd bash one out before assassinating someone. When you want to be focused, man, you'd want to have the love juice up inside you, man, providing testosterone, man, so you can come through with the deed. You don't want to,
and then you come.
Yeah. You don't want to bash 2 out, man, to BBW porno, and then you're going over there, he's tired, being like, I just wouldn't mind some fucking Hungry Jacks, you know what I mean, before I do this.
Exactly, because, the risk is, as you said, you go out with a loaded weapon, or you rub one out and you're like, I'm not going to go assassinate this person now.
Well, that's it.
Crazy talk. Like, I whatever. So, and he also had, I think his search history was, obviously Donald Trump rally, Joe Biden, and the DNC convention. And there's talk that he only he chose to shoot Donald Trump because it was easy location. He scouted the area before with a drone. Prior to this, he also it said he had a device on him that was like a code clicker, and he had there was a van parked close by which he got there, which had bombs in it apparently as well.
The explosive device.
That didn't go up, and he had that on him.
So he basically had sort of a, not so much a dead man switch, but does anyone know the schematics of the explosive device he had in his car?
They haven't gone into detail too much. They just allege that because there is a photo of the gentleman obviously shot, but next to him there was a phone and a device with like a code, like looked like a garage opener, which is being said to relate to the bombs in the vehicle.
Do you think this young man was absolutely fucking programmed, or do you just think it was lost youth being like, this is what I can actually do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think?
Look, I love going to the path of he was brainwashed, he was black rocked, he was all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to think, I think it's America. Some people are a bit crazy there. It could be the medication, as you said. He just wanted to do something that he knows. Because he searched not only Donald Trump, but Joe Biden. He didn't have an affiliation. He wanted to cause maximum drama.
So do you feel even though if it was Joe Biden there, he would have attempted to assassinate him?
Yes, if he had the easy access, I believe he was going to assassinate either one, whatever the easiest option was.
I think that's extremely plausible. Hey, a confused young man that was like, I just want to cause turmoil.
I think he was bullied. Like, you know what happens in America when people have access to weapons, ARs. I got nothing against that. I think you should have your Second Amendment rights, whatever it is. That's good. But in a society like that where they're giving them fucking like, we could blame Big Pharma for this because he was probably on Viness. What's that fucking speed? Is it Viness?
Yeah, I believe so, man. He also could be on fucking lithium too, mixing it with fucking alcohol, which causes psychological fucking blackouts and stuff like that. Like, yeah, man, you can basically blame Big Pharma on a lot of things.
Exactly. So. But yeah, that's kind of the take of it. But also, you could really look into it, as we said before. Was it set up? Was it the Secret Service involved with the FBI, with the Democrats to take out Trump? Did it all fuck up because he missed? Why wasn't there another kill shot afterwards?
Well, that's it. He did 3 shots, man. One went past this way, one took his fucking ear off, and one killed a member of the fucking Pentagon. You know what I mean?
So, like, I just can't imagine you can physically graze the man for a stage photo of him to go up there to do that. I can't. You have to be insane. To be honest, you have to be fucking insane.
Yes, but all right. Maybe if that's the case, man, when you look at that photo, you're like, that is a once in a lifetime fucking photo, and there was only 2 photographers there, like that were like, what's the word I'm looking for? Approved by Trump to go fucking do it. So, man, here's the thing.
Yes.
It could absolutely be a psyop, but man, just about everything that happens nowadays is possibly a fucking psyop. Everything could be part of the fucking agenda. You don't know. Man, Trump could also be controlled opposition.
Oh, fuck.
He could be.
Look, yes, he could be. Honestly, like, we could be a cult now. We're brainwashed to fucking do this.
Exactly. And then we're brainwashed. We're wearing our little fucking hats, man, with the little patches over the fucking ear. We're like, and he's like, yeah, let's poison the water supply. We're like, yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it could all be controlled to fucking opposition, man. But this is the thing about when you're looking down the fucking K-hole, man. If you're looking fucking deep enough, man, you begin to question fucking everything. And that's what we do perpetually. And if you want to question stuff, or give us a call 0403 245 692 and like and subscribe.
Yes, please. We appreciate the calls and the subscribers and comments, which are interesting in themselves. But
we get some hate on Facebook.
Look, we get hate, we get love, but we'll take it, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, just like I'm entitled to my opinion to, you know, say what I want to say. It's all free love. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's a simulation. Who knows?
Are you a white male though?
I am. Allegedly.
Well, you don't get an opinion.
Do I look white to you?
Bigoted fuck. You're a bigoted fuck.
Look, it's not my fault I was fucking born a white straight man.
No, it is. It is your fault.
So what should I do to repent? Peacock?
Transition, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
If you can't beat him, join.
I will transition. I will do something to my penis, if you want. Split it in half and make it look like a nice, cozy roast beef. I don't know. Is that what you want?
It's not what I want. It's what society.
Anyway, I've thought of it too many times. It'd be like sandpaper, I reckon. Yeah, that's what I imagine.
To have sex with a trans. Anyway.
Oh, stop. Anyway, let's get back to Donald Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
We lost track there. Okay. We staged I don't believe so, because in the footage when he gets shot at and he moves his head, he does touch his ear and you can see blood on his hand already. So the fear of him going down and going fucking WE style, razor bait, cut his ear, rise up. Powerful fist, I must say. And also we did see something, I think when you first alerted me this in the morning, of a potential Roman salute going up.
It was the first thing I saw. I was like, gee whiz. So when the Secret Service, he does the fist for a while, and then he does, it elevated at about 60 degrees.
Roman
you know what I mean? Yeah, I was like, gee whiz, that was a bit ordinary. Go on, man, more power to him. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
Could also be part of the thing.
but then also think back, because there's so many psyops that could happen options, that just pure human incompetence. True and true. They're like, we've done this rally a million fucking times. Someone lapsed, managed to get a shot off at him, got shot back, instantly dead. But I don't know. Well, do you reckon we'll never know? Or because I don't know.
Here's the fucking thing, man. With an assassination attempt, you're never going to know the actual fucking true motive behind it. Like, people will come out and say, oh, the kid did. All right, let's just boil down the facts here. The kid did an ad for BlackRock. Yeah, it is a fucking, like, pretty big coincidence. But who gives a fuck? Like, he just did an ad. Exactly. He wasn't working for him. He wasn't working for the weapons division. You know what I mean? Like, he was just some fucking nerd, fucking loser kid that fucking did that. And we're like, oh my God, he did it for fucking BlackRock.
Exactly.
Man, look, I am unsure about this whole fucking psyop because I don't have enough data yet to see what's fucking going on. But man, if it was a publicity stunt and he pulled it off, man, more power to him. Like, it's probably going to win him the election.
Yeah. Well, my take is I don't believe it was a public stunt. We've seen what happened. I think it was just it happened, and we've seen it happen. It's just because it could never happen. Oh, he moved his head like it couldn't. It fucking happened. That is life, and that's what happens. Like, we don't know. Like, we could have been driving, and because we're not heavily filmed yet by people. Our split second we turned a corner or something, we missed death. So
it's a chance probability.
Yeah, and
Real thing.
in the multiverse and the thousands of universes or infinite universes that exist at the same time, anything is possible. In the other timeline, he could have been shot.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
There was talk of possible quantum reincarnation happening in the timeline. So someone suggested they call this quantum reincarnation or quantum immortality, and they believed Trump was assassinated in another timeline, and the whole world was consumed by war, and many people died. We are those people, so we are the only timeline left. So we survived like it never happened. Like, he was killed in all the other timelines, but this timeline, the timeline where he survived.
Realistically, man, if he was assassinated, man, I would honestly put it down towards, and we discussed this the morning of, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the US did go into absolute fucking civil war, man, because what do they estimate? There's 100 million fucking Trump supporters there.
Easily. Yeah.
And man, they are ready to die for the fucking cause, man. I honestly think if he did get fucking assassinated, it would, but the US would have descended into fucking civil war, hands down.
Exactly. So we seen what happened. You know how close that literally happened? Like, how close that was happening? So the chance of it not happening is weird to me. There's said because there there is Republicans. It's happened in history before, and I think you've heard of it before. And divine intervention. What are your thoughts?
Divine intervention where the powers that be, God brings his hand down and stops something from happening. No, yes. I don't believe
he messes in human affairs. You don't believe in that?
No, I do not.
You don't? Really?
No, I absolutely do not believe in that. Because believing in fucking divine intervention would lead to the fact you actually fucking believe in God, whereas this all loving, all powerful fucking being that controls everything we fucking do. Man, I personally believe it was luck and chance that came to the party, not divine intervention.
Well, I don't know. It could have been divine intervention, to be honest. I believe it could be.
Well, anything could be divine intervention.
That's what
You-
I'm saying.
You walk out your fucking back door and your garbage bag doesn't split open, spilling fucking beer bottles all over your fucking driveway. Is that divine intervention?
Well, what are we
Is it-
doing? What the fuck are we doing here, bro?
So in saying divine intervention, like that would assume that you believe in a higher like power, like being God.
No, I
Yes?
believe there is something higher than us, yes, and that does control certain aspects of life. Yes, I do. You
Man,
cannot prove me wrong either.
no, I can't. I can't. This is the best thing
Because-
about the entire fucking argument about fucking God. I can't prove you wrong, and you can't prove me right. That's the fucking thing. You know what I mean? You can't do anything about because there is no evidence to support that a higher power exists. There is no evidence to support the universe is completely fucking chaotic and random, and everything happens simultaneously in random fucking events. There's no evidence to support that. Like so. Man, it's basically the ultimate fucking argument.
Yeah, well, there is nothing to support that. I guess the only way is to have sit back and think on things and have it, I don't know what the word is. What do people when they just sit back and think about something? What is that?
Meditate, procrastinate.
Not meditate, but a thought process or a thought experiment, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, well, man, I do like good fucking thought experiment. Speaking of, man, can we, if you're done with Donald Trump, can we bring it something closer to home?
But yes.
Can we bring it something closer to home?
All right, better be close to home, bro, and it better not be what I'm thinking it is.
Chem Trails.
I love it because let's go, Chem Trails, bro.
All right, so as you know, I work at fucking Port Stevens, just north of fucking Newcastle, and for the last fucking week, it's been nothing but clear skies, and it's close to the fucking airport there, so you see planes flying over all the time, and a lot of the times before fucking Thursday, a lot of these planes didn't have fucking chemtrails, so it was dead of winter, fucking cold, like blue fucking skies, and these planes are flying over, no fucking chemtrails.
Yep.
Thursday rocks are out. All these planes suddenly have fucking chemtrails, right? But here's the fucking weird thing about chemtrail fucking planes. You can't find them on your fucking flight radar. They look like fucking civilian planes. It says there's fucking nothing there. But, all right, everyone's like, oh, but that's just like the offset of a jet turbine fucking combustion engine. But why hasn't it happened at every fucking time that I've seen it? On Thursday, I sent you a snap. It was 30 plus fucking chemtrails in the fucking sky. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, that's weird. The other weird thing too was when, you're near the airport, you see planes going east, south, west, fucking everywhere. Mm-hmm. These were all going north, all laying fucking chemtrails, and all actually seeing the footage. We can put it up here. They were all going that way. What happened after 3 days of completely fucking clear skies? What happened after all these chemtrails happened?
The clouds rolled in.
The clouds rolled in. The clouds rolled in. The wind rolled in. The rain rolled in. Just out of fucking nowhere. And it wasn't even on the fucking radar. I looked at the fucking weather radar. There was no rain suspected for that fucking afternoon. Mm-hmm. But sure as shit, after all these fucking chemtrails, the fucking clouds fucking rolled in and it started spitting down rain. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, my thoughts are it is happening. Chemtrails or weather altering machines. We've known they happen in Dubai, which have been studied, and they do show it, where they inject things out of planes. For the chemicals, like, okay, so you're saying chemtrails, or do you more saying a weather altering system?
In my opinion, I believe these chemtrails are altering the fucking weather systems.
But also bringing in something to us as well in the fact with raining down on us.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you do cloud seeding, I believe it's silver fucking iodine, silver phosphorus.
Yes.
That causes that. But again, I don't know. I hadn't seen a cloud.
Let's pour this fucking silver iodine over cunts because it's going to rain and fall everywhere into our drinking systems, whatever, crops if we are growing them,
Do you know silver iodine too for human consumption causes depression and anxiety?
Does it?
Yes, it does.
I'll be honest with you. If they've started this technique, I don't know. I know they've trialed in Australia, but now they're full blown going at it because every fucking time it is Thursday and you send me a photo or I look in the skies when I'm leaving for the Friday morning, it fucking rains.
On the weekend.
Not even joking. Like, it's amped up. We had a
It is.
massive, I think a year and a half ago, we had huge falls. Was that them implementing the system in and they were trying to work out the kinks? They went a bit too far?
Well, they've already said they do cloud seeding in Australia. Do you remember fucking at the start of this year, they were like, no, we don't do cloud seeding. You cunts are crazy. And then they came out, they're like, oh, we actually do. You're like, what? It was just slipped into 7 News. They're like, yeah, we actually are experimenting with cloud seeding because in Dubai we can see huge effects that they have there. They did in Dubai that much, man. Did you see the giant sinkholes that fucking opened up?
Yeah, and huge flooding and the unprecedented flooding in the desert.
In the desert.
So that's what I'm saying is, if they're doing it over there, they're shown on the news, they, slip a few articles in, it fucking happens, and then they go, oh, he's crazy, or, oh yeah, we always been doing this. Like, what are you talking about? They gaslight us at any opportunity. If you believe them about anything, you say we're seeing what they're capable of.
Man, they can basically do whatever the fuck they want with any realm of fucking existence, man. And man, when you talk about the fucking elites too, let's delve higher than our government. Our government is here. Let's delve fucking
we
higher.
are shit. I believe the Australian government is low tier.
It is.
I put them at low tier.
You know about Karmic Retribution, yes?
Karmic Retribution. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the term, but I might have heard of it.
So Karmic Retribution is where you do something bad and you don't particularly tell someone that it's going to fucking happen. Karma is going to come back to you fucking tenfold, right? So the elite believe in Karmic Retribution no matter how corrupt and sinister they are, actually. So they drip feed us with tiny little fucking shit about shit that they're going to fucking do.
Yeah.
And they usually put it into, what's that thing you always talk about?
Predictive.
Predictive
programming.
programming. So they put it into movies and stuff. They let you know that shit's going to fucking happen. Oh, 9/11. So they let us know that was actually going to fucking happen through the fucking Simpsons, through fucking, man. All right. This is, after we talked about predictive programming, what was that? Probably when we first did a fucking segment on? What was that, about a month ago?
Yeah, a couple episodes back. You can watch back there.
I was watching The Patriot.
Yes.
Remember that? Mel Gibson?
Yes, fantastic film, I must admit. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember at the very start of the fucking Patriot, he's making that fucking chair?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And he weighs that chair?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the weight? 9 pounds and 11 ounces.
9 pounds, 11 ounces. That's perfect.
And he's like, perfect. And then sits on it and it collapses.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
What is
and I
it?
was like, okay. But then when you talk about fucking Karmic Retribution with the fucking elites, like, as I said, they drip feed shit that they're going to fucking do. They don't tell you specifically what they're going to fucking do, but they will drip feed it through whatever it is. And to them, they've alleviated themselves from the sins of what they're about to do because they've told you. Realistically, they've told you. And then imagine when the Patriot fucking came out, if someone said to you, oh, they're going to fucking blow up Twin Towers because they said in the fucking Patriot, like 9 pounds and 11 ounces. You're like, okay, crazy guy.
Exactly. I've always thought about that too, which makes sense. Is how like, look, they could be reptilians, whatever. But let's say they're not. And they're just elites because they've got power, their money, they're connected. How do they leave themselves to doing these terrible things on people? Because surely you'd be like, it's not going to look good. We need to soften the blow a little bit. You know?
Well, here's the thing: we've weighed in on this before. If we won $200 million each, there is no point in time where if someone came up to us and was like, "You'd like to harvest the blood from children and get their adrenochrome," we'd be like, "No, that's a bit out there, hey, for us." You know what I mean? Just BBW hookers and champagne, that'll do me.
I did. I agree with that statement there. And then I was looking at a gentleman. I think his name's Brian something. He made a lot of money with his software, and he's now trying to de-age himself.
That weird cunt.
So he has a lot of money. And I was thinking, I was like, yeah, he's got a lot of money in that. Then I was like, fucking, why is he doing this? Why does he want to live longer? Why does he like, and then I started relating to it. Like, maybe if I did have all this money, like, I've got the money, who gives a fuck? Now, what am I going to do now? I don't want to die.
Well,
I want my skin to be perfect. I want to harvest the blood of my own kin. That's what he does.
that's what you would do.
Well, I'm not saying I would, but I'm saying this guy's doing it, so why wouldn't I? I don't know. Why does he tell me he's doing it?
Because when you're that rich and powerful, you don't care. You don't. The lion cares not of the opinion of the rodent. You know what I mean?
I do like that quote. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we can do absolutely nothing to fucking stop them. And man, when you talk about fucking human trafficking, man, the amount of fucking kids that have been trafficked over the Mexican border into fucking like El Paso, Texas. Man, you should see the ways they're being fucking trafficked. So a lot of like they X-ray some fucking like trucks coming through. They've got a cargo cabin underneath. There'll be 4 children in there. You know the big wave on the top of fucking trucks? There'll be an X-ray and there'll be 4 fucking kids in there. Man, they do. No, they can't fucking X-ray every truck coming through, but there's a huge fucking epidemic of them bringing children through to the fucking US. It's like blowing up. I mean, when you talk about fucking children, what about all the children went missing in Maui? What? 100,000 children just went missing. They're like, yes, they perished in the fires. Even though a lot of the parents fucking saw fucking like other children being warded away by fucking black like government agencies, being like, oh yes, we'll find your parents, never to be seen again. They died in the fires.
Well, how all of a sudden, like, I think it has to do with TikTok and short-term content that like this tragedy's happening and they're spoken about, but people are like, oh yeah. Whatever.
And then everyone forgets.
Yeah,
everyone forgets.
Is that desensitizing us to all these horrible things that goes on in this whole world?
Well,
to soften the blow, like you said before.
Maybe it is, as you said, completely predictive programming.
Assassination attempts, knife attacks. What's going to happen next? People are going to try and start shooting people, especially people with power.
Well, we just saw that FPOS went down for fucking the last nearly 24 hours and everyone was losing their fucking mind.
All right, so let's you want to swing into the old what happened the other day? Was it yesterday at 3:00?
Yes.
At Friday 3 p.m. I think it was. Now, I was made aware by you because I had no idea what was going on.
And I was like, withdraw cash.
Yeah, so I did. I withdrew a large sum of money, which look, I know I'm not a baller like you, but look at that. Look at that. What do you call those lobsters? That is physical money. All right. This helped me buy copious amount of meat, which I needed. But if I didn't have it, holy shit! Is that $10? Oh, here you go. If anyone's watching this in America, they're like, "What is that fucking money?"
I perpetually keep cash on hand.
Okay, so I let's talk about it. Okay, we're obviously talking about. Let's just go into detail. And we'll get back to the cash situation. So we had the what are they called? Crowdstrike or something? The company, which was a cyber security company that sent out platform. They provided platform for all these corporate businesses to have their systems on. Mm-hmm. They sent out a patch on Friday to, I think, update whatever a fucking cyber security patch or whatever, which absolutely fucked them. So it fucked every computer with Microsoft. So if they had Microsoft downloaded, they received blue screen of death, which I have received on my own computer. So that shut down the airlines. It was obviously the shopping centers. The groceries, the banks. I drove past several service stations that were shut, not allowing fuel. Could be in a bad risk there as well. Was it?
Here's the thing, man. When you basically rely on a fucking digital fucking reliance, you know what I mean? And you just tapping away. When something like this does happen, you are absolutely fucked. You are absolutely fucked. All right. So what if it went down for 72 hours? What if it went down for a week? How many times do you think people go to the fucking ATM if they're still fucking operating and withdraw money out to get the things they fucking need? And what compensation do you think you get from the fucking government? Do you think the government would come out and go give everyone a cash surplus so they can get fucking food? Yeah. No, they would watch you fucking starve. They would watch you fucking starve because you couldn't get your own money out of a digital fucking bank, your ATM or anything. And you would just sit there and you would fucking die. So in my opinion, keep cash on you 24/7. I'm not talking about keep $50,000 in your fucking house with cocaine. I'm not saying that. Just keep $1,000 there
at least,
because when it all goes fucking come up, you're gonna need fucking cash to buy shit. Assuming like the places that you want to buy stuff are still open.
Because I agree with that statement. I had to get cash out. Luckily, I somehow got some money out. I withdrew a large amount. But if I didn't, then what? Say I relied on it too, which I have associate who strictly relies on his phone, which has his credit card scanning device. Everything on it is on that. He doesn't even carry a wallet. He doesn't carry cash. He doesn't believe in it anymore.
Yeah, so
He would
what are you
be
going to
locked
do?
out.
What are you going to do in a completely cashless society when something like that happens again? And it will. It will.
Because
let's talk about
because this
fucking
will-
EMP pulse or a complete technical fucking like shut off where you cannot like withdraw fucking cash or you can't fucking like pay pass anything. What's going to happen then? You're fucked.
Yeah. Well, look, let's look at this. Let's say, so obviously we have chaos. This attack could have been, say a country wanted to go to war and they don't want a land invasion. They could easily take out critical infrastructure that everything relies on, which is digital at the moment, destroy that. Then the government has to somehow do something. Or is it the government doing it themselves? So we rely on the government more for handouts or you know, something like that. I don't know.
I personally don't believe in so we will get fucking food stamps, but man, can you imagine like especially with the Australian government at this point in time, man, it would take weeks to even roll out a fucking food stamp fucking like operative, man. And millions of people would have starved. Legit, they would have. But man, I think with something like that, 100% would be a fucking cyber attack. So when there is a fucking land invasion, the populace would be starved and just like, man, because here's the thing. You take fucking food away from people, I would say more than fucking 72 hours. Take food away from people and operating fucking water, and then they turn on each other. They would. They would.
Especially if they've got mouths to feed, man. If they've got mouths to feed.
If you got fucking kids cruising around and stuff like that, man, you're looking at your fucking neighbor over there. You're like, I know he's got potatoes. I'm going to cave his fucking head in with a hammer I fucking gave you, man. And then fucking. You would.
Fucking do
And
it,
then-
wouldn't you?
The entire country fucking implodes, and then a land invasion fucking happens. The people are too fucking starved to do anything fucking about it, especially if telecommunications are absolutely fucking shut down. What are you going to do? You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening.
So, yeah, I think you're right. Exactly. I think we do rely on a lot. And like, why does this Crowdstrike company have such a, like, why do all these corporate or even agencies, government facilities rely on this fucking one company to protect them from cyber security? Which shows you the massive flaw. So there's a couple of things here. We could see this could be a operation of someone who gained access or worked with them who was about maybe physical cash. Who knows? Just say they were about physical cash. They wanted to shut this down and see what would happen and then get people to rely on that more and go away from the digital currency age. Potentially, I don't know. Who fucking knows? Could it be infiltration from an enemy country? Who are their enemies? North Korea? Could they do it? I don't know. Hey, what happened to the hundreds? You got cash going everywhere there.
Yeah, I do.
So look, there's another thing. What? Gold? Well, not gold. Silver. You got to stack your silvers. Is that going to work? You got silver, brother?
Silver definitely will be good if there is a fucking financial collapse. Also, I believe in the bartering system.
I do.
So,
I think we should bring
two
that back.
things that are most powerful in the fucking bartering system when society absolutely collapses: alcohol and tobacco.
I agree.
So if you have a fucking carton of cigarettes and fucking a carton of piss or a fucking 2 bottles of vodka, man, you can basically barter for anything. You can get a pig, you can get a donkey. Man, that's a good dairy too.
Exactly. So I think you had an associate of yours who was stockpiling cigarettes as well as maybe alcohol. Was that
Yes.
something?
Well, yeah. So he's basically like preparing for the financial collapse of the absolute world, which we saw fucking yesterday, and that's what he's preparing for. But again, if you have fucking cigarettes and fucking alcohol, you can barter with that. You can. Like, man, all right, you've been toiling away, man. Say it's 3 weeks after the fucking apocalypse, man. And man, I guarantee you within 3 weeks after no fucking pay like pass or anything like that, everything would descend in absolute fucking madness. If you fucking survive that, you had fucking food and come was like, I have a bottle of fucking Grey Goose. What would you like to barter? You'd be like, I'll barter food for that.
Exactly. So I think you're right to have items like that you know at a time people really would love to have and would trade you substance like that, food obviously. And it's a good system. Like as I said, cigarette like this. I don't think this will. If this is in a situation, yes, it will help if you can't access FPOS. But this in a situation won't help in a survival situation like that as you're talking about. I don't believe.
No, well,
Potentially, I don't think this will either.
Silver. No,
I think so.
People want something that will enhance their senses
As you said.
or, dull them from this situation that's absolutely fucking happening. You know what I mean? That's why if you look over my right shoulder here,
Oh, what do you got there? Can you explain to the people? Is that a fern plant?
it is. It's parsley.
Ah, parsley. Yeah, exactly. So you're collecting seeds of edible vegetables, I imagine, or herbs.
Absolutely, man. Because a global financial fucking crash, man, where no one can access their fucking money, that is what people are gonna fucking want.
You're king.
Like parsley. Parsley.
Does it smell
Like that.
nice? Give it a smell. What do you smell? Parsley?
It smells like cannabis.
Jeez, that's weird. Also, it looks like you're growing some something to the right hand of you, or maybe the right of me. Are they embryos, or what are we saying there?
Yeah, in the greenhouse, sir.
Embryos? Are you serious?
Again, as I said, yes, I'm growing human embryos.
To harvest.
Yeah, my own sweet Joe Biden clone. Basically, man, I have set up a hydroponic fucking grow house I've got corn, fucking eggplant, fucking heaps of shit, man. Heaps of shit. As I said, assuming the electricity doesn't fucking clear out, I think I'll be fucking sweet.
You'll be sweet.
I'll be sweet.
You'll be sweet. You did show me, I think it was cucumber blue. It was just a joke. You set me up here, I think.
No.
Seeds blue.
Yes. So when you plant
Are they
fucking
GMOs or what?
They might be. They might be. I didn't check the fucking back of the seed packet. When I opened the seed packet of fucking cucumbers, I was like, why the fuck are the seeds blue?
When you said it to me, honestly, it's like this cat just took a photo of like blue pill, whatever. Fucking
No, yeah. No, they were actually cucumber seeds, apparently.
Yes, allegedly.
Magic beans.
Would you trade a magic bean for everything you have?
I believe Jack traded his only cow for magic beans. And look what he got.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
It was a gambit and it fucking paid off. So that's what I'm saying. Keep punting. Keep punting every day.
How's that going for you?
It's not good. Can you lend me $50?
All right, let's recap. We had the global outage system attack by a cyber security company that fucked themselves somehow. Who knows what's going on there? More's coming out. They lost billions of dollars in share price. Suck shit. So the blue screen of death occurred because it was a patch for the Microsoft things. Actually, I did research in the blue screen of death. So Mr. Gates, Bill Gates, are you aware of this man?
What a great guy.
What a great gentleman. So he was doing a presentation in 98 about for Windows 98 beta or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happened behind him? The blue screen of death.
So we can just daisy chain up to 127 USB devices here. That's an everyday task. Let's plug it in. It's going to say, hey, I see you've plugged in a new device. And it's going to load in the appropriate drivers. You'll notice that this scanner build... Whoa. Moving right along.
That must be why we're not shipping Windows 98 yet.
Absolutely. We still got a little work to do here.
Gee whiz.
And they still haven't fixed it. So there you go. Fuck you. Is it a psyop? We never know. We won't know. We can only...
You would never know that. Man, especially when you talk about fucking absolute fucking man, when you talk about fucking supervillains, man, everyone thinks about that bald cunt out of fucking Superman, stuff like that. Man, Bill Gates is the absolute fucking supervillain, man. Man, he bought the absolute fucking conglomerate of fucking water facilities, water sanitation facilities in the fucking US. He's bought an absolute fucking fuck ton of farmland in the US and fucking Australia. So man, he basically controls everything. What you eat, the water you fucking drink, what you consume on the fucking internet. Man, he is the best supervillain. And man, I don't know, not so much more power to him, but man, he's done a really good job of being an absolute fucking scumbag.
Well, exactly right. As I said, we see in the TV shows or the movies of the villain acting like a villain, but the real villain is someone who tries to look friendly. Oh, he's a nerd. He doesn't want to do this.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's if you want to be a fucking true villain. That's what you do.
He's our fucking Lex Luthor, man. Love you, Bill.
Don't shut us down, but you do have a nice set of hair. I'm surprised about that. So, okay, we'll talk about Trump assassination, obviously. What is it? So even your friend Zuckerberg has come out to praise him. What is going on there? Why are these people who obviously hated him and now coming to light to say that Trump, is a man?
Well, look, if we're going to delve back in the Trump assassination,
just recapping.
Yeah, okay. So what about how Kevin Rudd came out and slandered him years ago? He's Australia's US fucking ambassador at this fucking point in time. And as soon as he saw there was an assassination attempt, which would have boosted Trump's publicity through the fucking roof, fucking Kevin Rudd came out and was like just sucking his dick dry. Hey, he was just like, oh no, it's just an absolute fucking criminal attempt, and he's just a really good bloke, and he was just fucking two hands cradling the balls, man, working the pipes, swallowing the fucking gravy, man, because Trump came out personally and said, fucking, as soon as I get fucking elected, I'm going to deport that cunt.
Exactly.
And that's why he's just like,
because they know how fucked they are, and whatever reason, it pisses me off in a way because it's like they jump on not the bandwagon or in the next thing that's hot.
No, they're all trying to secure their fucking jobs. They're not jumping on the fucking bandwagon. They just know this cunt is actually going to get fucking elected within 2 fucking weeks prior. Though he did not stand a hope in fucking hell before the presidential debate. Now the presidential debate happened,
destroyed it,
and then the assassination attempt, and now they're like, wow, he's like 100% going to get in, so let's just suck his fucking penis. That's what's happening.
I agree, because you see it in lower levels of, say, a normal corporate job or a normal job. You see the dick sucking, and you can understand why. So they're obviously sucking the dick because they know he's going to purge me or something. They want to get in, be the thing.
They will be purged. They will be purged, man. He's famous for purging fucking people that wrong him.
Fine, yeah, exactly. So
loves it. And more power to him, man. If I had the power to crush my enemies, have them drawn before me, here's the lamentation of the women, I'd fucking do it. You know what I mean? Crush your enemies.
Crush your enemies. Yeah, I would fucking do that too. So fucking. Also, his mate Rudy Giuliani, the guy who's famous about his hair dye.
Yeah, loves it.
His personal lawyer. I just read about this because I was looking at trial by combat. He asked for trial by combat because he lost so many lawsuits.
Jesus. But then you got to go up against state champion, man. There's just some kind of old armor with a massive broadsword. And you're like,
it looks like fucking, as you said, we watched before, Conan the Barbarian. He's like, I would kill you. Like,
yeah.
And this is like an older man. Like, all right, fair enough.
You just look like a pike, man. You're like doing this. He just fucking snaps it in half, like straight off the bat. You're like, Jesus.
I think
I probably just should have paid the fine.
I don't know if we're allowed to do trial by combat, but I believe you should be able to.
We're not, unfortunately. Man, look, I'm going to fucking wind this up because I've got fucking shit to do. Yeah. But can I tell you, can we end this on, I'm going to end it on a sad note.
Okay, what is it?
There was this elderly man in the UK. I forget his fucking name, but he was 82 years old. Okay. And he was perpetually posting letters to his loved ones, his daughters, and stuff like that. And they just never got it, man. He was calling me like, do you get my fucking letter? Do you get my letter? I want to tell you how you feel, stuff like that. And they were like, no, we didn't. So he went down to the post office. He's like, are you posting my letter? Like, what's going on? Like, I want my daughter and her grandchildren to hear about how I feel about them. And eventually, after complaining the post office for so fucking long, they were like, all right, let's just see where you were posting this letter. So, man, this poor 82-year-old man, I shouldn't laugh about this.
You said it's sad.
It is sad.
Okay.
So, man, here's the post box here.
Yes.
200 meters up the road was a bin, which was red, where people put their dog poo in, and he was just putting their letter in there.
Oh, God. That's
the post office had to investigate. Gee whiz. What a poor old cunt.
How do you find these stories? But
I don't know, man. I thought I ended on a sad note for once.
Well, let me end in a better note. King Charles is Dracula, and I've been learning the tin flute. So let me play you out a song of mine. Ready? I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been learning.
Okay. Can't hear it. Legit.
Can't hear that?
No, I can't.
What? How can I hear that?
Give me the tin flute, man. Impressive.
I've been learning that for 6 months. Fight. King Charles is Vlad the Impaler. I will say this now. He owns land in Transylvania. His family is related to the alleged Vlad the Impaler. He has, you look at the, okay, before you go, after this, look at King Charles and look at his lips. He looks like he's sucking blood, man. I swear to God. All right. Unless it's some kind of sexual disease. Anyway, I'm Licks.
I'm Peacock.
See you later.